Hello there. You might be asking yourself, what happened to the first 15 minutes of this episode? And why is he doing this intro? And those are both very valid questions. We certainly didn't delete the episode or parts of it. We are just going to blame Marvel's breaking of the internet with Marvel Legacy, whatever that turns out to be. That being said, the episode is still a lot of fun. It's a really good episode. We have 2 more before Comic-Con, so after this drops, wait about a week and we'll give you a new episode. That being said, see you in the funny papers. Enjoy.
On Thanksgiving night anymore. Maybe this could be the chance for Marvel to come in, swoop in, and take that day, or maybe even the day before Thanksgiving.
I'd say the day after because
Black Friday. Yeah.
Black Friday, but also because
give you something to stay home so you won't be out with those dumbasses fretting over TVs and video games and other shit you don't need.
If you go to the right Best Buy, there are no lines. There's nothing there. There's no one there. You just go in, grab the DVDs you want. 'Cause that's all I really go is for DVDs. Go up, wait, get the stuff and go. Black Friday is where I get my DVD collection. So,
okay. Well, we'll talk about that in November.
We will. we'll do a Black Friday. Let's see. ZW has Black Lightning. We've seen the trailer.
Is that your car?
Yeah.
It was nice.
Hashtag Black Lightning's back.
About time that we have. I hope it lasts. Well, LCW gives these shows time.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing: the writing and the acting and everything has to come together. So I mean, the thing is, and also, you got to stick with the show. Look at Legends of Tomorrow. They stuck with that show, and that show's always been on the bubble.
And it's gotten better.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's a very good show.
I'm trying to think of the last time we had a good black superhero TV show.
Well, there was Mantis in 1994.
Yeah, and Blade, but I'm saying good.
Which coincidentally, Carl Lumbly ended up playing John Jones on the Justice League animated show.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
But
outside of Mantis, I mean,
there's been no series. I mean, there have been attempts at movies. Robert Townsend did 1993 Meteor Man, which I did see opening day.
I'm just talking about
Shaq and Steel.
Okay, but I'm saying like the last 20 years. Have we had
none?
Yeah, and so we finally have and I'm just hoping. Let's be real here.
Well, we did have Blade.
I said good. Greg Berlanti is doing this, so
of course. He's the go-to guy for this stuff. And I think Marvel would be wise to take notes from him.
You know what? I think they should, but I had no problem with Luke Cage outside of the fact that it was 2 seasons special in 1.
Well, yeah, it's true. But I'm just saying, how to make them, really effective, because the thing is, these shows are 23 episodes long.
Oh no, that I agree.
And learn how to space out
the fact that DC's doing 23 episode. Oh, they probably could be a little shorter. Arrow could be a little shorter, but Luke Cage was what 13, and you're like, okay, let's go to come on Iron Fist. Okay, we can cut like 2 episodes out of this.
Yeah.
So Marvel does need to learn this pacing. Speaking of TV shows, Inhumans and S.H.I.E.L.D. have both been pushed back to January. That is not good news for the Inhumans.
No, and I'm gonna guess a lot of reshooting, maybe even some recasting.
I have nothing wrong against the casting. It was
but here's the thing though. Usually when something is pushed back like that, that's what that means. Usually, I remember when I saw the pilot, Comic-Con 2006. I saw the pilot for the Bionic Woman. Okay.
Oh, that's right. I forgot
and
about that.
The thing is, I guess the girl could talk, or it was one where she was either deaf or could talk, and then they reversed. They redid the pilot for the network, and I'm expecting. I didn't even watch it,
right?
Because I kind of figured, I saw this at Comic-Con. Well, it turns out that the sister that she had was now, I think she was either deaf starting out, and then she could talk. In the series.
All I know is that it's never good news when a show is being pushed back.
No, never.
ABC's reasoning is for what they said for why they pushed back Shield to mid-season and Friday, that they're gonna make Fridays their like supernatural night.
Yeah, they're Marvel block.
No, it's not the Marvel block because Once Upon a Time. It's going to be Once Upon a Time in S.H.I.E.L.D. So maybe it would be Once Upon a Time, S.H.I.E.L.D. the Inhumans.
Yeah, but
So
the thing
I'm
is,
fine with
Friday. And you know, the thing is, Once Upon a Time just lost like half of its cast.
I know.
So
and Friday has usually been it used to be a death knell. Now,
but Grimm did very spectacular.
Grimm lasted 5 years on Friday night. And
Yeah, we'll just have to see.
Hannibal was Friday night, and the reason that got cut was because of pricing.
Yeah.
It was just too expensive. I mean, they were traveling to Rome. You know, they weren't using green screen. They were actually like, let's get a plane.
Well, you know what? I'll say this: we got to give it a chance. You know, hopefully, you know, those 2 episodes are still going to premiere in IMAX. And
Yes, they're still going to premiere it. It's going to be kind of weird watching like 2 episodes on
And
IMAX
having to wait.
then waiting like 3 months. But you know what? Let's see what happens. All right, so last episode we talked about how Guy Ritchie's Aladdin was having Will Smith maybe as a genie, and news came out, and he's not too far off. We might get a genie rap because it's going to be a musical.
How do you feel about that?
I think you know how I feel about that.
Well, you know what, Will Smith. I like Will Smith. You know, we may get our genie rap and whatnot. We may get. You know, I mean, it's going to be different, of course. Will Smith as a genie, I mean, he's got the charisma to pull it off.
Keep talking.
So,
I need a drink.
bring me one too.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, listen, Will Smith's a good actor. He can carry, you know, this movie. Whomever they have to have a strong lead as Aladdin.
All I'm saying is, no, Will Smith can carry a movie. We've seen him carry a movie. He's a great actor, and actually, I mean, great musician.
Yeah.
I mean, let's not, you know, but I haven't seen King Arthur yet, but the good folks at GHG did not like it.
And it's supposed to be on Netflix?
Apparently, a lot of America didn't like King Arthur.
Oh, wait a minute. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Guy Ritchie's King Arthur.
Yeah, I mean, I heard about, you know, I'd heard about that too, and
all I know is that
I didn't bother to see it because it didn't look like anything I'd want to see. But I mean, Guy Ritchie, he's got enough hits, you know, where he can sustain. You know,
no, he's got
film.
enough hits. He's had like only 2 misfires, and everyone's gonna have a misfire here and there.
Of course, even Spielberg and hey, Lucas.
Well, Lucas has burned his bridges.
Yeah.
He's got only 3. Speaking of your Alien Covenant, Ridley Scott will start shooting the next Alien film within 14 months.
Well, let's hope that he took some time to polish the script and you know, make this one good, because Alien Covenant to me was just, I mean, I didn't really walk out of the movie going, wow, I saw a damn good movie. You know, I mean, I just walked out of there thinking,
damn.
Yeah, I mean, what a missed opportunity.
That's never good. When you watch a movie and you go, man, it's been so much better, that's when you know it's bad. Stranger Things 2 comes out at Halloween, and it will revolve around Will and what he's going through, and apparently 2 things. It will be darker than the first one.
Wow.
Yeah. And it will end on a cliffhanger yet again. So, gimme.
Well, I mean, hey, Halloween is not that far off.
It's not. And speaking of things that aren't far off, Comic-Con is 2 months away. Fuck yes. Now, Comic-Con, we only have maybe like, what, 2 more episodes of the show before we go to Comic-Con, and we'll try and do something there. However, McFarlane has finished his Spawn script and has said that he will maybe tease something at Comic-Con.
Maybe even show us, you know, like a teaser poster.
Teaser poster, casting, who knows? I'm still up in the air about the Spawn movie. I have let it... I've said on the show before that I don't like a movie where the main character, you never see him. Okay, Jaws, you at least saw the shark every now and then.
Well, I'm pretty sure, you know, there will be a money shot where you see Spawn, where he's like chasing down some criminal or something like that, and the guy's just, you know, his eyes are just bucking on the screen, and all of a sudden you see Spawn in all his glory. See, that's how you do it.
Yeah.
But only at the end of the movie, you know, something like
I don't, like, it's like I said last time, if I watch a Batman movie and I don't see Batman until like the 3rd act, what the shit?
Yeah, or the halfway point.
Exactly. All right, now for everyone who likes to shit on Zack Snyder, stop it.
Especially with all that he's going through.
Yeah, that's a tragic incident. That's a tragic situation to begin with. But Wonder Woman, as much as we loved it, was co-written by Zack Snyder. So kiss off. But also the other half was Alan Heinsberg, who is a fantastic comic book writer.
And he did Wonder Woman.
He did
right?
Wonder Woman. He also did like the OC. He did Young Avengers. I mean, he's anything he touches, I'm probably gonna read it and like be like, he's a top 10 writer for me. But Wonder Woman 2 is already in development because the movie fucking kicked ass. So of course you're gonna get a sequel. It's already in development, of course. We've got Justice League coming out in November with the reshoots being done by Joss Whedon. Following the Zack Snyder tragedy. Now, with Whedon taking over, people kind of booed Age of Ultron. I liked it. I liked the Age of Ultron.
Yeah, I mean, it had its flaws.
I mean, every movie has its flaws. I mean, God, not every movie is going to be The Godfather or Guardians of the Galaxy, or Winter Soldier, but it's still a good movie, and he's now DC, which I have to give Whedon props here. Whedon went to Kevin Feige and said, "Do you mind if I go to DC?"
Yeah, he said, "No, go ahead."
Yeah, because Kevin Feige, I think, understands if you
have an opportunity,
if not only if you have an opportunity, however, if you make good movies, that's good for us. If there's a good Batman, if Wonder Woman does well, which is doing well, Batgirl does well, then guess what? We're going to get a Black Widow movie. We should get a Black Widow movie.
Well, and also there's going to be a competition, you know, and the comic book fans are going to benefit because, okay, you know, you have one good DC movie, then another good Marvel movie, then and then, you know, pretty soon it's almost like a competition like there was in the early 90s, 80s and stuff like that, where they're vying for people's attention. Hopefully they don't start doing these stupid-ass publicity stunts, so much like those two companies did, you know, with the chromium covers and the
I still like those, though.
And the 8 series.
Well, Marvel's doing that
character.
already. Marvel's already doing that, though.
Yeah, but Marvel did that, and that's what nearly collapsed the industry.
True.
But, you know, there's one thing I got to say about this whole Wonder Woman movie. Why didn't they let Whedon do this years ago when he wanted to? And the thing is, you know, I understand that he was unproven, you know, and whatnot, but I heard that a lot of, like when Avengers came out, a lot of the Warner Brothers execs lost their jobs because you know, they wouldn't...
Yeah, because like, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
You know? It's like when Kevin Smith was given the option to do Superman, and they're like, you have Superman or you have Beetlejuice 2. And Kevin Smith goes, well, didn't we already say everything we needed to say with Beetlejuice? I'll do Superman. The Last Jedi, apparently, it's going to reveal the most shocking reveal in Star Wars history. More than likely, it's going to be Rey and
her parents,
and I'm really hoping that the rumor is that Rey is the Force.
She is the Force?
She is the Force. I don't know what that means. The Force comes from a tree. I don't know. Let's hope it's good.
Okay. I mean, I'm eager to see what happens. I mean, I will have my ticket to The Last Jedi.
Oh, yeah, I'll be there too. The trailer that we got for The Last Jedi shows Luke kind of wanting to hang everything up, but also shows him reading the ancient scrolls of the Jedi. So we might get like what the Force really is, what the dark side really is. So I'm really hoping for something really good. Better be. Also, Frank Miller's Sin City is being developed as a TV series by Underworld director Len Wiseman. That could be really good. That could be really good or really bad. I don't know
Len
yet.
Wiseman, you know, doesn't really instill the biggest amount of confidence in me, but you know what? I'm willing to give it a shot.
I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, it could be really good or really bad. Universal Pictures. For that. Universal Pictures released the teaser for Dark Universe.
Let's turn out the light.
The time has come.
Where are we?
Look. Look and wonder. I shall awaken memories of terror and triumph, of love and crime and death. your spirit that has wandered through so many forms and so many ages. Thou shalt rise again.
Superstition of yesterday can become the reality of today. Think of it, waiting for a new life to come.
I shall come back very soon now. With terrible power. The nations of the world will run squealing in terror. To a new world of gods and monsters.
Dark Universe will be the monster movie universe, which will be connected through Russell Crowe's Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. His organization is what's going to be connecting everything. Now, we saw a picture of Crowe as Hyde. We saw a snippet of him telling Tom Cruise's character that to fight a monster, you must be a monster. So that's why I'm guessing that's why he does Mr. Hyde.
And also Tom Cruise, I think, plays like a big role in this too, because remember when he awoke the mummy, something in his eye or something like that?
What it is, I think the curse of the mummy has made him almost immortal. Yeah. So he won't be a monster per se, but he will be the guy that can fight them. Now, that being said, we do have a few characters already cast. We have Johnny Depp cast as the Invisible Man.
I would think that he would be a good Dorian Gray too.
He would have been a great Dorian Gray. We have Javier Bardem as Frankenstein's monster. Not Frankenstein, but the monster. Yeah.
See, everybody says Frankenstein when we're talking about the monsters.
Right, but it's Frankenstein's monster. And now, apparently, Dwayne Johnson is rumored to be the Wolfman.
Oh, boy.
You know what? I'm gonna blast him here. I liked the last G.I. Joe movie.
I did too.
And I think that if he brings that gravitas to the Wolfman...
Because he's got to play him as tortured. You know, it's a curse that he does not want.
Yeah, he doesn't. The Wolfman didn't want, and I loved the trailer for Dark Universe because all it was the old 1930s and 40s Universal pictures, and we still have. Now that I know what Slight is, and apparently it's a fantastic movie. The director for Slight is doing The Creature from the Black Lagoon, so we have only one that we haven't seen cast yet is Dracula.
Yeah, they haven't even mentioned Dracula either.
They haven't mentioned Dracula. Well, Dracula with Luke Evans was supposed to start this, but did so poorly. We're gonna get a new one. But you know what? I would just bring back Luke Evans.
Yeah, just say, hey man, you know, get round two.
Yeah, exactly. Here, try it. Let's see if it works again. And then Stranger Things actor Charlie Heaton is in talks to play Cannonball in The New Mutants. Which, by the way, The New Mutants is not going to be a comic book movie. It's going to be a horror film. It's going to be a horror film.
I'm interested in this now.
I mean, the casting is fantastic. I mean, you've got
Maisie Williams.
If Maisie Williams, the chick from Split, is playing Magic,
and no costumes either. They say
no costumes. If Charlie Heaton plays Cannonball, which I think he'd be a great Cannonball, and we still have who do we have left to cast? I know Cypher, and who's one of the other New Mutants? Magma, and Danny Northstar.
Yeah.
Which that will be connecting her through the Nightmare Beast.
Yeah, and the thing is, I mean, that's another character that's for the LGBT crowd.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So, the creators of New Mutants were like, this is fantastic. If they make this a horror film, which once again we saw with Doctor Strange. Okay, we'll go magic, and with Guardians we went space.
But who would? I mean, I'm intrigued to see how it would work as a horror movie.
Well, because they're going to be fighting the Nightmare Bear, so making them live their worst nightmares, that'd be kind of have him get thrown into the woods. So, speaking of TV shows, Riverdale ended. I love the way Riverdale ended.
It's gonna go darker.
Let's see. Flash. I want to see how that ends, or how he gets out of the Speed Force.
And the Thinker will be the big bad for the next season. So.
Yes, so that's a great. Finally, we're not dealing with a speedster, but we're dealing with someone.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, 3 seasons of Speed. That's like, all right. Let's slow it down just a bit. He says ironically. I'm still working through Gotham. I loved what Gotham is doing. I know that this second half of Gotham was Wrath of the Villains, and season 3 will be Rise of the Heroes. They've already said that title, so maybe we'll get like a little bit of light. Bruce Wayne is starting his training somewhat, so we'll be getting Batman. Hopefully, I want to see Batman at least in the next I'd say by season 6.
Yeah.
I don't see Gotham going away anytime soon because it's a well done show.
Yeah, David Mazouz is he's doing well, and he looks like he knows what he wants, and they're talking about trying to get Bane.
Are they really?
Too, yeah. Well, I know Jessica Lucas was saying that she wants Bane to join.
Well, I mean they've done really well with the Penguin and the Riddler, and I'm not digging what they did with Lee Thompson. They kind of made her a whiny character, and that's kind of a disappointment. Arrow, I'm still working through. Arrow, I love the season. It's just I have all these shows to get through, and that's just at the bottom of my list. Supergirl has been going really well. I should finish that off. Shield had an amazing finale. I think they're going to introduce Sword.
All right, Phil. Enough sightseeing. Get back to work.
Yeah.
Which I think that was like the big
reveal.
Yeah.
So now they've already gone cosmic in the movie, so why not do it in a TV show?
Yeah, exactly. They're like, hey, let's spend more money. What other TV shows have we not mentioned? I can't think. Oh, Lucifer. Finally finished. I finished season 2. It just finished last week. God, that show was so good. Yeah. If you're not watching it, watch Lucifer. That show is so damn good.
There's one thing I sent you today, the Top Gun film. Top
Gun Maverick.
Top Gun 2. Except that, Tom Cruise says he does not want, number 2 in it, so it would probably be called Maverick. Maverick is probably now an instructor.
They said that it's going to be, it was in that link, it was like, it's confirmed, it's going to be Top Gun Maverick, and it's going to be the same as, he'll be an instructor, probably taking over the Tom Skerritt Viper role.
Yeah, and Val Kilmer's angling to get back as, sad to say, Val Kilmer's not really doing all that well, with his movies these days. A lot of straight-to-DVD shit.
He needs to work, but I'll say this about, here's the thing, Tom Cruise has kept off the weight. Tom Cruise has not aged at all. He's a goddamn vampire. I mean, when you look at his films, he's always running, because he always does run. Val Kilmer, however...
He's gained a lot of weight, he's kind of aged.
Kinda?
Well, okay.
We'll be polite.
I got to, a friend of mine actually said that they saw him at the Alamo City Con and said that, he has aged.
Oh yeah, he's aged.
But hey, I mean, it happens to the best of us, so.
This past month we did see, Flash Gordon and the Hulk get into it in London. And I say that because Lou Ferrigno probably was being a dick, and Sam Jones said, hey, stop being a dick. And I know if I run into Lou Ferrigno and he sees this video, which he won't, but if he does, he'll probably like, why'd you say I was a dick? I'm like, the truth hurts.
No, he probably like, why'd you say I was a dick? You know, something like that. You know.
And I'm like, the truth hurts, doesn't it? Because he is a dick.
Yes. I mean, not that nice of a guy.
I mean, I told you what he said to me when I interviewed him. Oh no, it wasn't him, it was his people. His people said, because most people when you do interviews with them, if you, like, you can get like a picture, an autograph, or both. They're like, yeah, no problem, we're here for press, whatever. And his people were like, no pictures, no autographs. I'm like, what? Like, really? I'm like, well, if you want a picture, you can buy one tomorrow. I'm like, that.
Yeah, and it's gonna cost you about $60 at least.
Yeah. Oh, and no talking about the Hulk. We couldn't talk to the Hulk about the Hulk at a Comic-Con.
Which is what made him famous anyway. I mean, because he looked so dumb in that Pumping Iron movie. Arnold Schwarzenegger just made him look stupid.
Well, I found a workaround around that because I asked him about Bill Bixby, and he would go. He loves Bill Bixby. I'm like, well, maybe you should have listened to Bill Bixby a bit more. All right, so that is movies. That is TV. We have Spider-Man coming up next month. I am reviewing The Mummy on Tuesday.
Really?
So next episode, I'll have your Mummy review.
Cool.
I can't wait. Now, on to comics. I have a few. Once again, Archie is at my top. Archie's always amazing. X-Men Blue has been killing it. X-Men Blue, I got picked up 4, and on the cover we see someone with three claws popping out, and that's not Old Man Logan. However, it is Logan's son from the Ultimate Universe. He crash landed on 616 Marvel Universe. So now we have a few Ultimate characters in the Marvel U. We have Miles Morales. We have Ultimate Thor's hammer, and now we have James Howlett's son. The thing is, X-Men, the Marvel Universe is kind of putting their X-Men universe back into like a 90s mode. We have blue and gold teams. They're fighting villains again. Subtly putting progressive ideas out there. Good. But I did read Cable #1, and it was kind of a
letdown.
I was looking for more. Chris Pacheco's artwork is amazing, and James Robinson, who wrote for Cable for a while. I mean, it's a big setup, and I'm sure if you're reading it in trade, it'll be fantastic. But it's like half of first chapter, and so you're like, you needed more. You needed more. So yeah, and then Secret Empire #3. Secret Empire. Nick Spencer, you can tell, has been really, really gearing up for this arc, and they actually are pushing it back to another issue. Went from 8 issues to 9 issues. They had a lot to say. I do love the fact that they're implementing this administration as Hydra, which is the only thing it can be. But we have 2 Captain Americas now.
It's not Sam Wilson, is it?
No, it's not Sam Wilson. It's 2 Steve Rogers. Yes. At the end of two, a woman is dying, and she looks up and she sees Steve Rogers in World War II fatigues with a beard. And she's like, "What's the last thing you remember?" And he's like, "Basic training. That's it. That's all I can remember." They have figured out that Steve Rogers is in fact being controlled by the Cosmic Cube, and now you have almost a civil war within the heroes. Half want to save Captain America. They're like, listen, we can save him. We can put him back to who he was. And then you have some who want him dead. Maria Hill told Black Widow, she was the only thing I ask is that when you kill him, you send me the picture of him dead so I can make that my iPhone wallpaper. Like, Maria Hill is pissed. But I love what Nick Spencer is doing with this now. Granted, 1 was kind of slow and a lot of monologue, but it was a huge build up too. But is now everyone is screwed, and I'm really digging what's going on with Secret Empire. So we'll see how it finishes, and we'll see if it stays in my top. What you got?
I got this. I got Biff to the Future. It was Back to the Future. And this one, is like takes place in the alternate 1985, where Biff used the almanac very successfully to become successful, and Doc is trying to go back. It's Doc, Mayor Goldie Wilson, Lorraine, and Strickland trying to go back and prevent Biff from being wealthy. So Doc has the time machine, but here's the thing though, and if you're a staunch fan like I am, you'll catch the fact that originally the time machine started as a refrigerator. So that's what it is. It's a refrigerator that they have to go and connect to the power station of Hill Valley. So that's what it is. It's not a DeLorean. It's a refrigerator. But the reason why they didn't go through with the idea because they were afraid kids would
I remember
lock
that.
themselves in.
Yes.
So it's a refrigerator, and Strickland tries to go back, and he goes back and sees his younger self saying, "Oh, all Biff needs is some guidance." And there was a lady trying to send him to reform school in Idaho. Well, the thing is, he tries to side with the lady, but like, "What are you doing here? What are you doing here?" It's like, "Oh, get out of here." And the thing is, the younger Strickland gets his way, and the lady's like, "Oh, you know what? You have him. I'm retiring anyway." So he's unsuccessful, and he gets downtrodden about it. Then, what do you call that? I think Lorraine tries to do it, and then she's unsuccessful.
Right.
So the thing is, what happens is they find out, every time it goes out, the casino is pretty much, losing power. So Biff is like, well, hey, we got to figure it out. And then they figure it out, so that's where the headline, Doc Brown Committed, comes in. Because they catch him, and he's just like, hey, if you won't talk, there's ways of making you talk. And he's in a straitjacket, like the newspaper article.
Ah, I love that. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, and then I got Mask, which is a show that I loved as a kid.
I'm waiting for the trade.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good story. Matt Tracker here is very good. He's very insecure. Not so sure of himself like he was in the 85 cartoon. But this one's starting to deal with, revolution and everything.
Right.
The Joes and Cobra and the, the Transformers that come in. So the thing is, Matt Tracker let Bruno Shepard burn. Bruno Shepard had the Burgundy Big Rig. He drove that.
Oh, yeah.
And so the thing is, they're dealing with the fallout of him, his flesh basically burning off his face. So he's been rebuilt by Mayhem, and, it's just Zartan is now, infiltrated the Mask Group. And he's portraying Brad Turner, who flew Condor. And so, he's just trying to, infiltrate, get as much as he can. So I guess, they're going to have it to where, the Cobra vehicles, can transform like the Mask vehicles. So now, I mean, it's a nice little plot. So at the end, Bruno Shepard wants to kill Matt Tracker, for letting him burn up.
Huh. Alrighty then.
Yeah, and I cannot wait to see Mask on the big screen, because I hear that with this Transformers movie, it's supposed to be introducing Mask.
Is it?
Because it's like a big writer's room where G.I. Joe, Transformers, Mask, and Micronauts are all going to be in the same universe.
And I've heard that, and
we haven't really haven't heard much information on other than who's in that writing room. Robert Kirkman and I believe Akiva Goldsman.
Yes. So, well, Kirkman's in there. I have some faith.
Yeah, Akiva Goldsman. Kind of give or take.
Hit or miss.
If he's a beautiful mind.
Yes.
Instead of Batman and Robin. No.
Yeah. No. I mean, I think. But Kirkman. All right.
Now we got video games.
We have video games and action figures.
The big one here was Injustice 2. Picks up right where the first one leaves off, where, the Joker tricks Superman to killing Lois Lane.
Right.
He goes berserk, kills the Joker.
Right. Yeah.
And, the heroes, kind of, they band together, and then they break up, and then they side with the villains, and then villains side with the heroes, and da-da-da-da, and it's just, this one picks up right where it left off, and I love this game. Mm-hmm. I love it to death, but it's played by the same thing that the first game had, in that when you're in the story mode, and I'll give my review on that story mode too. When you're in the story mode, you're having to play characters that you're not really wanting to play. It's like basically the story mode forces you to play as a certain character, and that character may not be that strong. And the thing is, like for instance, when we're in Gorilla City, and I can't play as Batman because, like in the tutorial, you're playing as Batman.
All right.
And Batman is so fucking awesome because he's got all this combo ability and shit.
Right.
But throughout the story, you're not just Batman.
Right.
It's like you're different heroes and villains and shit. So the thing is, I had to play as Green Arrow, and I'm like playing as Green Arrow, and I'm just getting my ass kicked. I'm like, well, how the fuck am I supposed to, win this? Green Arrow doesn't have the combo ability. He's more like a keep away character with his arrows. So the thing is, it's like, going into practice, practice mode is really going to be your friend.
Right.
Which I'm glad that they do have, and I think all fighting games should have a training mode of some sort.
There should be, yeah.
And, that's one of my flaws with it, and, the thing is, one thing I do like, of course, is the training mode shows you how to, do the counters and, use the environment, use, things in the environment to, win the battles and stuff like that. So that, I do like that. The mechanics to it, are very, very good. I mean, it plays kind of like Mortal Kombat.
Okay.
And story mode. It's an Elseworld story, so it's not canon.
Right.
But the thing is, it makes a lot of the heroes look like assholes.
Yeah, I've watched all the. I've been watching like the cutscenes. Yeah, YouTube has been my friend. Yeah, I'm like Wonder Woman is a huge asshole.
Yeah, huge bitch, and which just kind of sucks because going against this hit movie, and then here you are showing a different version of her.
Yeah.
But Flash and Green Lantern, they both turned on their allies and fucked up and everything. Now they're trying to get back in the good graces of Batman.
Yeah, Flash and Green Lantern from Injustice 1 went with Superman, and then we got to make up for what we did. And
yeah, and then Superman, and then Damian Wayne turns on him. I'm just like, wow. I'm like,
where is your loyalty?
Yeah,
These ain't loyal.
But but overall, I love this game, and I give it an A+.
Yeah.
I'm the hero Gotham needs.
I don't have any games. I'm still working on Voltron. I'm one line away. I have all four. I have the arms and legs. I just gotta get the black line, but that black line's like $30. It's so damn big. But I have to give a special thank you to Chuck at Bedrock City. Was able to get me, the 1990s Jim Lee Cyclops Marvel Legends.
Really? Did he save that for you? Or?
He did. He didn't save it. But I walked in and I was like, hey. And Austin, who is a great guy, was like, hey, were you still looking for your old man Logan? I'm like, not just yet. And Chuck comes running out and he goes, Bobby, I got it. It came in today. Here you go. And here's Cyclops. I'll get a picture up here. But this is the one. This is my favorite Cyclops costume. This is my favorite Cyclops era. Outside of Astonishing. This is when he wasn't, an asshole. He was, a good guy and not a dick. So, Chuck, thank you. You can see me against the white. That is all I've got. We've got a few episodes before Comic-Con.
And we will be doing a Comic-Con specific. Hopefully we'll be able to get some interviews or, just go around and interview, different patrons and everything, what they look forward to, what they liked about, Comic-Con. So, hey, I'm looking forward to it. This will be the first, for Bayou City Geeks. We're still, trudging along. We're a new show and everything, trying to find our footing, trying to, get those contacts out pounding the pavement, trying to, see, how we can, get our name up there so we can, deliver a better product for you fans.
So that's it.
Yeah,
that's the show.
All I have.
Yeah. With that, as always, I'm Bobby Behar, and with me is
Jason Elliott.
See you in the funny papers.
Later.